What up, PB Cashewville? It's your boy PB, and right next to me is the main man,
Cashew.
And we're a little food tired because we just got back from the Stony Hill Giant to talk about basically
food.
Yeah.
Hit it. What's up, PB Cashewville? It's your boy Cashew, and right beside me is your boy
PB.
And how you doing? How was your week?
Before I get into the week, I just gotta say, man, it's like the metamorphosis that you're taking as like a audio artist. Oh my gosh, man! It's like before it was just these simple beats, but then that opener, dude. Shoot, man.
I actually been trying. Like, I've been making beats, and I've been trying to use different type of beats. If you can see,
I like the fact that because now they're starting to kind of have your own individual style. You're not just like putting all of these different random stuff, but you're actually putting more details in it. I really like that. It's really cool. Just wanted to let you know that.
Thank you. That's very nice.
I mean, you guys out there, I'm sure, hopefully, you like it, and if you like it, like, subscribe, and everything. So, But yeah, I really like that. Like, in fact, while we were actually recording that part, we had like some B-roll stuff, which you'll probably see in like the outros or something like that, which hopefully you will enjoy. But the thing is like, it's cool music. Like, I don't know if lo-fi music, I think it's always a really good genre of music. And I think that's something that you're actually doing. It's not offensive, it's chill, it's relaxing, and you can't say, oh, that's bad, it makes me feel bad or anything like that, or it's got a bad message. Very chill. So props to DJ Matty Matt.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It was very nice of you.
No, I admit, man, I think it adds an extra level to our show, which I love. So
that's good.
You're probably wondering why I was like, all right, get to the point, guys. But Matt, if you asked how my week went, my week's been good.
It's
been great.
Why you have a smile like it's not good?
Because if I work for a particular company that has been under fire recently.
Oh, so, see. Well, but I just got to mention, by the way, before you keep going, you got a new bookcase.
I did. In the back, if you could probably see it, but way over like here is our new bookcase. And so we're going to try to put some stuff in that nice little corner. And when I get back from South Carolina, Phil, if you're watching, I need tips from you to turn this place into a
little studio.
Little studio.
By the way, you just reminded me before you go back and telling your week. We also got to let you know that we might be gone for maybe three to a month, couple
of weeks. We might try to see if we can do a few things here and there, but it's going to be a busy month in October. I'm
going to be busy next week.
Matt's going to be busy next week. I'll be a little bit busy the week after, so just be patient with us, guys. We'll probably try to get something in there, maybe a short one. Maybe me and Matt will just do something real quick to say, hey, we're not dead. And probably if there's something that's huge, definitely like chime in terms of that.
I mean, most of the time when it's something huge, we take forever though.
That's true. No, but like if something big happens, like let's say for example,
like you get proposed or you propose to someone out of nowhere.
I don't know. That's kind of soon. I mean,
like go up to a random stranger,
or maybe you.
I'm too young. You're
too young.
I'm still young.
You ain't young, man.
I'm still young.
You ain't young. You ain't young. Not young.
Anyways, enough of our gibberish. Back to your week.
My week. Yeah, my week was tough because as some of you know who I work for, it's been a interesting week, but I think we're getting better in terms of the job. So I'm really glad for it, which is crazy. I've been in my job for almost a year now. Did you know that?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's
it was. Thank you.
Applause for you.
If it was so crazy, I was at my job, and then I finished with a customer, and all of a sudden my manager comes and she brings me a strawberry shortcake. And I'm like, what? Strawberry shortcake? What's this for? And it's like, Fred, you've been here for a year. I was like, can't even believe it. It's been one whole year at this job. It's pretty crazy.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. So
congratulations, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. You are a gentleman and a scholar. And actually, the other reason why Matt is a gentleman and a scholar is because he also had the idea for us to also talk about breakfast for dinner, which is what we're going to probably talk about tonight. But we decided it transcends just breakfast for dinner, because I know we've been doing a lot of cool, spiritual, encouraging things, and we really love doing that. But we did miss doing some also of these food reviews. So we actually have a PB and Cashew on the street. Should we just roll that wonderful PB Cashew on the street footage right now?
Yeah, we should.
So
we'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Enjoy.
I'm going to say this. We'll be right back after the commercial break.
It's not commercial break, though.
Okay, can't you just really?
It's not a commercial break. Commercial break is like if we're actually like if we had sponsors saying, "Oh, you know what? This is this."
Well, you know what? Our sponsor is ourselves. I don't care if people laugh at that. We are our own sponsor. How about that?
Yeah, that's right. We are our own sponsor.
So, as I was saying, we're rudely interrupted. We'll be back after this short commercial break. Hit it.
What's up, everybody? This is PB and Cashew on the street. Today we're on the Stony Hill Diner because today we're going to be talking about, is breakfast a good meal to have any time of the day? And I honestly think that it is. What are your thoughts on that, man?
Yes, I love breakfast.
So, in terms of what would you say is your favorite breakfast food?
I like to get, well, we're talking about like together or just in general?
I think in general.
Because if I like them in a restaurant, I like to get if they have like pancakes with eggs and bacon, sometimes sausage, sometimes like, nah, I just want more bacon instead of sausage.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, I'll take that.
See, I'm an omelet kind of guy. I always like omelets.
I love them. I do like when we always get I always get like a meat lover omelet or a skillet. Mm-hmm. Remember that?
I always usually go with like any kind of omelet with like sausages. I think also pancakes is a great one to have in terms of breakfast at any time. So yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about today, breakfast. And so we'll probably get some more stuff about what we've eaten so far. And it'll be good. It'll be great. This is PB Cashew on the street.
Peace out right now.
What's up, PB Cashew? So again, Stony Hill Diner. This is we're on Newtown Road, right?
Yep.
On Newtown Road. Definitely come here. It's really, really good. Hopefully, that's pretty cool. So I just had their tomato dip, and Jose had this awesome idea to actually dip this into it. And so we did so, and it is amazing. I was gonna just keep the soup to myself, but we dipped the bread in it, and it's really, 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 really hot.
So a little more bread.
What's up, PB Cashew? It's your boy Cashew. I got mozzarella sticks in my hand. I know we were supposed to be talking about breakfast, but Fred also got a little bit of, I guess you can call it dinner, lunch?
Yeah, mozzarella sticks is always good, anytime of the day.
Honestly, this is really hot, but let's try it real quick, Tell you if it's good. Oh.
Usually if the cheese goes like that, that's always a good indicator it's a good mozzarella stick.
Very good.
See, I think that's also the thing about it. There's certain foods that you can just have at any time of the day. It could be 9 o'clock in the morning, and I could have mozzarella sticks with marinara sauce. I think that would still be not a faux pas or anything like that.
Same.
But was it actually hot?
It's hot.
It's hot.
Yeah. Hash browns also good.
Hash browns?
We should have checked if they had hash browns here.
They do have hash browns here.
We should order that.
Their hash browns here are pretty good from what I recall before. So yeah, what other foods do you think are good throughout the day? So yeah, post that on down below in the comments to see what other things might be good.
Peace out again. Ready.
There are some times where soup is just all you need, and this tomato cream soup is really, really good. In fact, I'm only having half of a bowl because everybody used it, or we all used it to dip our bread in it, and hence the empty bread basket. But on its own, it's excellent. So like 5 stars for the soup.
What up, PB Cashewville? It's your boy Cashew, and I just want to show you, I got the Blue Plate, I think it's the Blue Plate Diner.
Blue Plate Special.
Oh, yeah, the Blue Plate Special. It comes with French toast, bacon, sausage, pancakes, and some eggs for you.
It's actually, I think, 2 of everything.
2 of everything. No, bacon's 3.
There's 3 strips.
There's 3 bacons. And then, now let's show you what Cat PB got.
See, I heard that beef stroganoff was their specialty, but check this out. Look how big this meat is. Look at that meat on beef stroganoff. Most of the times you get like a quarter of this meat in terms of beef stroganoff. Look how big that is. That is boss right there. So, but again, beef stroganoff, one of my favorite dishes. I like the fact that it's nice and thick like this, but that's a pretty decent portion. So shout out to our cameraman. He said that they always have great portions at Stony Hill Diner, and that is absolutely true. So, but again, I can't stress how thick that meat is. Look at that meat action. It's almost like the size of like a sirloin steak cut. So, kudos. But I guess going back, I guess we can start eating. In terms of the meals that you have every single time, I mean, why do you think that people like to have breakfast for dinner?
I just do it because sometimes I miss breakfast. I just want breakfast. That's how I am. I don't know about everybody else.
Oh, and the sauce is really savory too.
Look how big this sausage is, bro. This is huge.
I always like having sausage with, let's say if I have an omelet, I'll usually have like sausage with the omelet. It's like my side meat, but it's really good.
Dude, this is huge though. Like, look. Not good though.
Sometimes that's the thing with the places that you eat, like the portion size. Like for example, you can have too much, but it's not that good, or you have too little, and it's really good. But I think what I like about Stony Hill is the portion size is just like just right. Oh, they even gave people a complimentary bottle of maple syrup. How cool is that?
Well, I hope you did like that little short commercial break.
It's still not a commercial break.
We already had this discussion.
No,
I wanted to say commercial. We're our own sponsor. Don't get at me with that.
Well, even though it's not a commercial break, maybe it is a commercial for the Stony Hill Diner, which we highly recommend. We go there a lot.
Actually, this is probably our 3rd time, I think.
Third or fourth time for you guys though, because you guys been there without me, right?
No, I think have I?
Weren't you? Didn't you
I feel
go
like
there?
we've been there all the time with you.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
thought there was one time.
We go to Three Brother Diners more than anything.
Three Brothers Diner is also good.
Yes.
And we give them a shout out. Maybe next time we'll do a PB and Cash on the street there. That's one of the things I wanted to see. Like on the same topic of food, one thing that I love about Danbury, both you and I have like this particular connection. I love the fact that in Danbury there is not one bad diner in Danbury.
Yeah,
You can
so
go
far.
to any diner in Danbury. I think the only one that we have not been to is the Trellis Diner on North Street.
We have to try it.
And I've heard good stuff about it because Elmer's is good.
Yes.
Three Brothers is good.
The Mill
Mill Plain one. Colonial Hill Diner is also good. Stony Hill Diner is good. The diner that's on Federal Road. Actually, every single diner that we go to is always good. There's always something that's unique about it. Like for example,
yeah, remember the one where you got free food?
Free food.
Yeah, remember? I think it was a mistake, but
that was fun. I like the fact. Yeah, I got an extra bacon.
They hadn't paid for anything either.
Yeah, he's like, this meal is going to be on us. We're not going to say which one it was, but that was quite the experience.
Oh
But
yeah, it was funny.
I think that was also one where we introduced one of our friends to calamari, and he never had calamari before. Oh no, we can talk about him. Richard was on here before. He talked video games with us before, and he had never tried calamari before, and so we let him try it. And he doesn't like eating new stuff sometimes, and then we had him try it, and now he loves it, which is awesome. So yeah, well, I think that the great thing about all of these foods and like places to eat, I think the reason why I wanted to do it is because I love the fact that whenever you go to diners or whenever you have food, it's always a good time to just chat and catch up with everybody. Don't you think?
Yeah, that's what most of the time we go to diner for. Except for that one time we went to a diner because it was like crazy and it was snowing and there was like ice everywhere, and we had to go to a place.
Colonial.
We could tell that story, can't we?
Oh, of course we can. I mean, it was. I think
it was Sunday.
It was a Sunday, and we didn't know whether or not church was going to be canceled or at least on a delay. So Matt and I wanted to be sure we were ready. But then as soon as we get there, the snow, at first it was fine. Then the snow just hits like crazy. And it's so bad that the roads completely get caked. And so Matt's like, we got to have a place to hunker down. And what was open? The New Colony Diner right on...
it's like, it's towards Main Street, towards the train station.
Right across from the train station, Danbury. They have probably one of the best sausage. Like each diner that we've gone to has like a particular thing. Like Mill Plain Diner has really, really good chili. The one on Federal Road has really good home fries. The where we just had Stony Hill has a lot of really good stuff, but today their soup, as I showed in the video, was excellent. And also, I think what they're known for is really their French toast. Their French toast.
The French toast was good.
French toast in Stony Hill is like the best. And Elmer's, I like Elmer's omelets.
Three Brother Diner was like the skillet. I thought like the skillets I got. Those were really good.
Breakfast, I think, is always good in all of these different places.
I always get breakfast when I go to diner.
That's my deal too. My other personal favorites. And this one we'd have to go to Westchester to go to, is the Portchester Diner. My friend John and I, whenever we go and meet up, that's where we usually go and meet up. The White Plains Diner is also really good. But one of my favorite all-time ones is no longer there. That's the Horseman. Because the Horseman used to be the diner that was right down the road from my school in Sleepy Hollow. And after we'd have plays, after we'd have games, we'd go to the Horseman right after. But sadly, the Horseman's no longer there, which stinks. But that's the thing. I think that's the question in terms of food. Why is it usually that most best conversations, most meaningful conversations always occur around food?
Because you're enjoying yourself, you're eating food. You know, that's why most of the time food, I guess you could say, sometimes are what make people happy.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're like, if you're with friends you haven't talked to, or you're with and you talk to them and you're getting food, it's just you have a great time. It's like it's the same thing when we go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like every time when you and I go to McDonald's with my brother and my cousin, when we used to go, we used to have a good time. We used to eat all the time at McDonald's. Not all the time we'll eat McDonald's. I'm just saying, like when we were there, we'll eat it.
But most of the time,
it was like
about the conversation. Right.
Or if we had to, if we were arguing or annoyed with each other, mad at each other, which happened a couple of times.
Usually
the food that makes us happy, and
it kind of helps us.
And then we realize, okay, we're being dumb about this.
Correct. Yeah. I think what it is too is that food is usually the original way of just bringing everybody together. Like if you take a look at like
Thanksgiving,
like Thanksgiving, or even like early hunters. You'd hunt, you'd harvest, and then you'd cook, and then you'd sit down and you'd eat this meal. So it's the original social gathering.
Same thing with like barbecues. You need barbecues, food.
Yeah.
So and parties. We have parties, food. So
it's so funny. Like my mom gets annoyed with this. Whenever we gather at my house for Thanksgiving, nobody sits in the living room. Nobody. Like we have this nice living room. We've actually recorded there once, and it's comfy. You've seen the couches, and it's nice and comfy. But whenever we have family around, nobody likes to stay in there. Everybody likes to pile into the kitchen. and spend most of their time in there. Whether you're preparing food or whether you're eating the food, it's the kitchen's like the center part of the entire place. It's kind of crazy that my mom's like, why don't we all go to the living room to talk? But that never happens because everybody likes to stay in the kitchen to kind of do those things.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, food is mostly like it make if you're upset. I mean, let's use the word hangry. When I get hungry and I'm angry,
yeah,
I need food. Boom, I get better. I feel a little better. Sometimes if something happens, I'm like, I need food. Like I just need food. I don't know. That's just how it is. I guess you could call food as escapism a little bit. I guess you could say
foodscapism.
I guess I don't know.
That's true. I mean, everybody we've done an episode on comfort foods and how we love mac and cheese. We went to Mac Daddy's again, and it's good every time. But never order more than what you think that you're gonna eat, because there's so many times where you're like, I can eat the regular size, and it's like, no, dude, you need to eat the snack version. Because last time we went to Mac Daddy's, I could not. I could barely. I fell asleep in Matt's car.
I mean, honestly, though, you can always get to go plates, and you could have the rest. Like, oh. Okay.
I sometimes feel bad though. It feels like if you had it to go, like you didn't fully eat it. But I think that's kind of, some folks think that way. I think
sometimes, I'll be honest though, if you get Mac Days and sometimes you get it to go, it's actually
better the next day. That's true. Really that's true. I had the pulled pork one, which is starting to become my favorite. And I had it the next day, but there's something, the dangerous thing with Mac Daddy's, it will put you to sleep. True. No doubt, it'll put you to sleep. Every single time that I've had Mac Daddy's for like lunch on a Sunday, evening service is a tough thing to. I mean, I feel
like there's a couple food that does. Like what we just ate, like what I just ate, that will put me to sleep. Like eggs, bacon, pancakes, French toast, sausage, that will put me to sleep. Like I'm like right now talking, I'm just a little like still, I'm tired a little bit.
Yeah, with me, I had that beef stroganoff, and not only does the beef get you, but that heavy cream sauce. And you know what? Like I took a look at myself in those videos. Like goodness, like it's like chunky bread. So that means I need to start hitting the gym again because it looked kind of balloony. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I think we all could use to lose a couple pounds. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. I do. I know that for a fact.
But yeah, and I think when you're talking about comfort food, sometimes there's that situation where you stress eat. This is probably the bad one, where like you're eating not because you want to eat, but you're eating because you're stressed out.
I mean, honestly, I'll be honest with you. I think we had this discussion before, me and you too. Mm-hmm. I don't eat when I'm like depressed. I really don't eat that much, or when I'm stressing. Like I don't really. If I'm like depressed and I'm stressing, I don't eat. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know why people like say.
Me too. Yeah.
I don't eat. Like I could tell you, a couple months ago, I think it was. I'm not gonna tell you the situation, but I was like not. I was depressed. And you saw me. I was skinny. I got like really skinny.
Yeah, because
I was not eating. Yeah. And then my mom and like my brother, like, you had to eat. You look like you haven't been eating. You don't look like you have energy. That's just how I am.
Yeah, I agree with that because normally, because that's the thing about food. It's not supposed to be something that makes you upset. I think food's really, because you won't enjoy it. Like I forget where I've heard this one. It's how the person is that makes the food taste good or taste bad. Like for example, the analogy that they used was a cup of tea. Okay. It's like, what is the best tea that you have tasted? It is the tea that is served in the time in which you yourself have the right kind of spirit. So no matter, like, you could have the best tea made by everything, but if your heart and your spirit is bad, that's going to taste bad. But I think with food, though, food is always something to comfort. Food should never be enjoyed when you're upset. So if you, like, when you stress eat, when you're eating this pint of ice cream because you're sad or you're upset. I think that may help, I guess, in terms of you coping with the situation, but it's not gonna do anything.
The only reason why I got bigger, buddy, and I'll tell you why, is because I've been happy lately. And since I've been happy lately, I just eat.
Like a Buddha.
Wow. I wasn't going there, but okay.
No, actually, my friend Julina back in college used to call me that because
Buddha?
I was pudgy and wise.
Wow. That's messed up.
No, but I endeared it, and I think to this day she still calls me Buddha.
Okay. But yeah, that's just, I don't know, that's me. Like, if I'm depressed or stressed, I really do not eat.
Yeah. So one thing we didn't get a chance to discuss so far right now is breakfast for dinner. Some people, I think most people are in the camp that say that yes. Most people are in the camp that said yes. Breakfast for dinner is perfectly fine. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think there's something wrong with it. Most of the time, if I have breakfast for dinner, it's because I never had breakfast that day, which I hardly eat breakfast. Like, I really don't eat breakfast. Like, I'll be honest with you, I'll wake up, since I come out late, it takes me 2 to 3 hours to go to sleep. So I'll wake up like around 11 a.m. and I'll eat until like maybe 1:30, sometimes 2. So basically, I don't have breakfast.
Right.
So basically, if I'm having dinner, if I'm at a diner and I get breakfast for dinner, I don't care. Even when I used to work late and come out late, and we used to go to a diner when I used to be in Indiana, I would always get breakfast. That's how I was.
What was the latest meal that you've ever had?
The latest meal I ever had was probably like around 1 o'clock.
And what did you have?
We went to a diner, pancakes and like eggs, I think.
The latest meal that I've had is probably around 1 o'clock, and you know what it was? It was halal meat. Yeah, it's like this Middle Eastern. I forget what it's called, but it was really good. It was rice and lamb.
Okay.
Yeah, it was rice and lamb, and we were coming back from, I think it was, we were in the city doing something, and then we're heading back towards Grand Central, and then the halal cart's there. So it's like rice and it might have been lamb or something like that. It's so good. And it's just really comforting, And that was like around 1 a.m. What was the the latest would probably also be the earliest meal that you've ever had.
The earliest meal I ever had, if we're not talking about the 1 o'clock in the morning one, is probably when we went to Denny's.
Oh,
I think that was probably the earliest. Yes. That was like at 5, right?
That was about 5
o'clock in the morning. So yep. I think that was the earliest I ever had like something.
That is a story too.
No, we could tell the story.
We are at Northeast Baptist. We had a all-night prayer meeting, and we were there from I think 7 until about 5 o'clock in the morning. And we got out at 5 o'clock in the morning. Matt, myself, Richard, and Jose, we were all just like, we need food. And I think Nick was also there too.
Yeah, was he there?
And then we said, what is open now? And then the only thing that was open was Denny's. And I recall Richard going, do you guys serve Sprite? And then we're like, at first it's like that. Why would that be a strange thing? But then we realized we're ordering Sprite at like 5 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, what was the one time when you were so hungry? Okay, like let's say you haven't eaten for a really, really long time, and then you ate something, and it was like the most satisfying meal that you've ever had.
That's a tough question. There's a lot of things that's like that. When I eat Mac Daddies, I haven't eaten in a while. That's and even if I don't finish it, that's satisfying food. I guess you could say whenever I'm hungry and that ever looks good to me, whatever is there and it looks good to me, I'm like, okay, never mind. Wait, hold up. There is this grilled chicken sandwich I had at work.
Grilled chicken
recently,
okay.
I haven't ate anything. I woke up at 11. I was kind of hungry, and let me just say that thing was good. Like it was really, really good. Like it was grilled chicken. I didn't add lettuce and tomatoes, but I had mayonnaise. I had like this bread that they toasted
Mm-hmm.
with cheese and like mayonnaise and I think like this little sauce. I don't know what the sauce is called. And I'm just gonna say that was good. I'm just like, wow, this is like this hit the spot.
The one that to my particular memory that I can share was we had gotten back again from Omni Night. Omni Night's this activity that we have in New Jersey with a bunch of other churches, and I had volunteered to drive that night. So we're driving back from New Jersey, and it's a long night, and I need to stay awake. So I have these guys bring as much Mountain Dew as they can from the place. And so one person's designated as just the give Brother Fred Mountain Dew guy. So I've probably like, cause it's so tiring. And so I've probably had like 6 or 7 cans of Mountain Dew. And here's the crazy thing. I cannot sleep. By the time we get back to Connecticut, I cannot sleep. And I'm also super hungry. And so Mom whipped up Spam and rice. And I tell you, it tasted like so good. And I was like, Mom, I cannot sleep. And I don't know what to do. And she just whipped that up, rice, Spam, and then all of a sudden it's like, this is so good. It's like really good. And then 2 seconds later, boom, flat. Boom, flat. And I was like, there's just something, sometimes just the foods like that. Simple foods like that will
I
do it
know. I know for a fact if I'm hungry when I'm tired, I can't go to sleep. I have to at least eat something.
Oh yeah,
It's hard. It really is. Because then think about it. You're sleeping. Your stomach is rumbling. You're like, I'm tired of my stomach rumbling.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get like this little pain because you're hungry. And just like, I can't go to sleep. I need to eat something, you know? And that's literally what I do. It's like, if I'm hungry, I'll eat something. Even if it's a little snack, like chips, I'll just eat it. I had to have something at least in my system, if that makes sense.
It's time for me to do the nitpick because I have to nitpick myself about this. So here's another nitpick.
This is your new favorite thing to do, right? Nitpicking.
It's kind of bad to eat before you go to bed. I heard that's bad because.
Well, I wait. Oh,
like you wait.
So
like,
I'll eat and then I'll wait like an hour.
Yeah, because I heard like it's not good. I'm guilty for it too. Like one of the things that I love to have is ice cream, either ice cream or Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its are, the other thing that I always, about breakfast at any time, it's another great thing, breakfast at any time. That's been my bane. Cereal.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Cereal at any time.
Dinner, lunch, breakfast.
I've had
breakfast, dinner, breakfast, lunch, dinner.
I've had cereal as like a snack or like as a dessert every single meal this week. But I heard that eating just before you go to bed is not a good thing, primarily because it actually keeps you awake a little because your body's like working to digest your stuff. But
I wait like an hour after.
You're like
I heard that take a shower after you eat is not good.
It's not good, really? What's that?
Yeah, I don't know. My parents always told me it's not good. I can't remember what was the story, but I know that they say after that it's not good.
Interesting. I've never heard that one before. I usually I know shower after you eat.
I honestly every time I shower after I eat, I do get some type of pain in my stomach.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is great. On the topic of cereal, would you consider cereal a soup?
No.
Why not?
I just don't.
Because it is a soup.
It's not a soup.
Yes, it is.
Milk is not soup.
No, but what defines a soup? It's a liquidy stuff with different things in it that you can eat in a bowl.
But is soup chewy?
Can be.
What type of soup are you talking about?
Chunky soup is chewy.
Okay, let's say you're not having chunky soup. Let's just say you're just having like just regular soup.
Most of the soups that I have are things will have things
I literally don't believe cereal is a soup. That's just me being honest.
I think cereal is a soup.
Because
it's a breakfast soup.
Oh, when you had the soup, does it crunch? Does it make a crunchy noise?
Yes, you can.
Okay, yeah, I still don't think
cereal is a soup. Cereal's a soup.
It's not a soup.
If you eat clam chowder, you put crackers in the clam chowder to crunchiness in the clam chowder.
That's
a soup. Yes, it is.
It's not a soup.
Yes, it is a soup.
It's not soup, bro.
Clam chowder is a soup.
No, cereal is cereal. Soup is soup. Don't be those people that just want to say, "Oh, this thing is this." No,
Cereal's a soup.
No.
Cereal's a soup.
Okay. Is it more than two genders?
What?
Nah. Cereal's a soup. Sasha, that's your question.
Is it more than two
Yeah,
genders?
yeah.
There's not like a he cereal and a she cereal.
I was just saying, cereal is cereal and soup is soup. Don't do that.
Cereal is a soup.
Cereal is just cereal.
Cereal
It's
is a
just
soup.
cereal.
We need to put that in terms of a poll. Is cereal a soup? Yes or no? It's on a poll somewhere. Matt will give you all the details in terms of that. But is
Just
cereal,
comment yes or no.
or comment yes or no? Is cereal a soup?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
Team Bambico right here saying it is a soup.
Team De Haze is saying no, it's not.
Soup.
It's not a soup.
That's the next T-shirt. Cereal is a soup.
It's not a soup. I don't know where you getting this idea that it's a soup. It's not a
No,
soup.
but-
It's water wet. It's
Water
wet.
is wet.
Well, people say water's not wet.
Water is wet.
People say it's not wet though.
Yes, it is. It has to be wet, or else it's not water. Water. The fact that it is water and it's the thing that causes wetness, therefore it is wet.
Okay, so then cereal, and soup is soup.
Cereal. I agree to disagree, and you're shaking the camera.
No, that's you. You're getting all aggravated because you know cereal is not a soup. Cereal is just cereal.
I think that, but let's see again. This goes back to like the thing about food. It's something where you have like these great debates, like which city has the greatest pizza, which steak is the best, which fried chicken place is the things. We had the one of those old school videos we did, the fast food cookie review, which a lot of people are clamoring to do a new one, by the way.
Is ice cream soup? If you let the ice cream melt?
Ice cream is not a soup.
If you can make the ice cream melt?
So I'm
saying, if you make the ice cream melt and it's all liquidy, is that a soup?
I'm not gonna eat that. No, it's like what I'll probably do
You
is
don't drink it?
I will refreeze it.
You don't drink it?
I would refreeze the soup. Refreeze. Yes, it is a soup. Yeah,
You would
went
not-
there.
you don't
I
drink-
went there.
So let's say,
I went there.
Okay, let's say you have a scoop of ice cream, right?
Mhm.
And let's say, because I like to do this sometimes. I have a scoop of ice cream, I'll eat. But I won't eat it all. I'll let it melt sometimes.
And then you just slurp
and then
it.
I'll just slurp it.
That's
But
a soup.
that's not a soup. That is not a soup.
Yes,
I refuse to say that it's a soup. I
I'm looking
refuse.
right now as
Okay,
we're
look it.
doing. We are looking at.
I don't know, because you know what? Let me tell you something. Google's going to tell you. There's going to be people saying cereal is a soup.
I'm gonna put in here from Merriam-Webster, which is the I think one of the places that we can agree is a good trusted dictionary. Soup, S-O-U-P.
Okay.
Soup. Okay.
You put a D there, buddy.
Soup. Okay, a liquid food, especially with a meat, fish, or vegetable stock as a base, and often containing pieces of solid food.
Okay. Do you have meat in your cereal? Do you have fish in your cereal? Do you have vegetables in your cereal?
Something having or suggesting the
No. You can't do the second definition.
something such as a heavy fog or nitroglycerin having or suggesting the consistency or nutrient qualities of soup.
Where does it say cereal is a quality of soup?
Because
it literally says meat, fish, and vegetables. Where in the blue heckin' name is any meat, fish, or vegetable in a cereal?
All of those things are like these things are particular substitutes for meat, fish, or vegetable stock. It's not a particular vegetable stock because it's cow juice. So henceforth, it is a liquid of sorts. It's not a soup.
It's not a soup. Thank you.
I still think it's a soup.
You just said it's not a soup. You
But
heard it here. PP said that cereal is not a soup.
It is a soup. I change it.
No.
I redact myself.
Where does cereal have any meat, vegetables, or fish?
I honestly thought that it was just going to be like
who
any
in the right,
food that you can enjoy in a particular bowl.
who in a right mind will say, hey, you know what? Let's have meat cereal. Hey, let's have fish cereal. Hey, let's have some vegetable cereal. Now watch somebody actually do it. Watch someone actually randomly do it. Soup.
It's a cereal.
It's not a cereal. I mean, cereal is not a soup. You lost this. You just lost.
I really thought that Merriam-Webster was gonna work in my favor. That's called
No, it worked in my favor. It's called blowing it up in your face.
blow it up in my face. On my word.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. We also know that cereal is not a soup, so yes. But I hope you do enjoy this episode. And like PB always say,
cereal is a soup.
it's not a soup.
As we always say every week, we don't know you, but we love you, and there's a God above that does. I'm PB.
And I'm Cashew. Peace out, PB Cashewville.
Cereal is a soup.
It's not a soup.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Peace out.